Mike Bohn here in Cleveland with Jake Paul following a pretty chaotic press conference today, man. It seemed like you guys said your piece there, but then towards the end at the face-off, it kind of unraveled a bit.
Yeah, like, of course, right? Yeah, I was like, here we go. Something's got to always happen. Never a dull moment.
Yeah, and I was right there, like right in front of your teammate who was kind of talking, and Zahabi Woodley's mom. It was just kind of a bunch of yelling, no like really physical contact or anything. So it just seemed like a bunch of noise more so than anything. But would you rather that have not happened?
Of course, like I said earlier, this is Women's Equality Day. So it's like if it was literally anything else, I'm just sitting there talking about how much I love my mom, talking about how much I love my girlfriend. And of course, there has to be altercation involving females. It sucks. And just everything about it just looks messy. We're trying to have a professional event here, and now things are, more personal. We're probably gonna need more security at all these places, and things just like aren't cordial anymore. So the tensions will definitely be higher going into this fight.
Yeah, and people may not know too. Your mom was sitting next to Woodley's mom there too, so it seems like there's some peace on that end, and I don't know how they feel about each other now.
Yeah, no, it's really weird. They've been friends since they first met back in Miami, the first face-off ever. My mom and Tyron's mom, they've sat together, talked, and so it just seems weird. Like, how did this happen? Then everyone just got involved and shit talk, accusations, everything going back and forth. It's just messy.
Yeah, you said it's more personal now. Is it more personal for you, or do you think just for Tyron?
I think it's more personal for me too.
Why?
Just seeing, his team act the way they did, And by the way, he probably sitting there saying the same thing. My mom. Cool, like he wants to get all gangster. Cool, like, but they were also being super disrespectful. My team is professional, so were they in the wrong? Yeah, but they're never just gonna come out of pocket and just act up like that. So there has to have been something that built it up, and then boom, it explodes. So yeah, just everything's more personal, and I'll make him and his team pay for that, for sure.
Tyron said when he did a scrum immediately afterwards, he just wants an apology from that person who started it. Will you instruct or encourage that person to do that, or do you think that's not your place?
Hell no, we're not sorry. We're not sorry at all. Should we not have done it? Maybe, but we're not sorry.
And to move off topic a little bit, I just want to know how you feel going into this fight week. When we were in Atlanta last time, there was so much going on. You had, the accusation, you had the passing of a very close personal friend. Putting this chaos today aside, just like what's the difference in how you're feeling, mentally going into something like this without all that stuff going on?
Yeah, mentally just laser focused. Honestly, I feel like I'm more ready than ever, and this is what I do now. So it's like it feels like we were just in Atlanta. It's almost like time has flown by. I've done so many fights in a short period of time. And so normally I'm like more excited. I'm, more hyped up, but I'm kind of just like, this is my job. This is another sparring session, but everyone just gets to watch it. So I'm just more comfortable, which I think is a good thing.
And you've always been very real with me, and I want to ask something I don't think anyone's asked you yet in the lead up to this fight. Firas Zahabi, famous coach of George St. Pierre, I don't know if you saw the interview he did where he said he believes you're taking performance-enhancing drugs and Tyron Woodley's not. What do you make in response to those comments? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah. My manager sent me that like the morning it came out. He texted me like, hey, by the way, George St. Pierre's coach said you're on PEDs. And so I swiped up my phone. This is a true story on my mom's life. She's looking me in the eyes. I swipe up my phone, click on Safari, and type in what is PEDs, and then I see it says performance enhancing drugs. And so I texted my manager back. Good thing I had to Google what PEDs are. But I look at it as a compliment. People are trying to do anything they can to discredit me and take away from this journey. They're already making excuses for him when he loses. And this is a real fight. This isn't the exhibition shit that my brother and Floyd did. No hate to them, but this isn't exhibition shit. I do real pro fights with a commission who is drug testing me. So these claims are stupid, And of course, he's doing it to get clout. I mean, look at it. Like 4 weeks later, it's still getting brought up in an interview. His name gets mentioned, and he gets some clout out of it. So I'm sure he's a happy little wanker, you know, jerking off to these videos somewhere, getting all excited for the clout he's getting.
Have you been drug tested in the lead up to this fight?
Not yet. I think that happens like the day of the fight or the day before the fight. But test me whenever.
And two last things. How much bling are you wearing on you? What's the estimated value on your body right now?
This is like $1 million.
It's the most expensive piece you got.
Probably either the RM, the Richard Mille, or like this one of these necklaces, like 200K.
And very last thing, to end this on a positive note, I know you're doing a lot of charity work in the leading up to this fight. Can you just explain to people kind of the stuff that you're doing if you want to put a spotlight on any particular initiative?
Boxing bullies is sort of the focus right now. Our goal is pretty simple: fight back against bullying, cyberbullying. It's such a big problem in today's generation, specifically with kids. Like, I want to help the kids out and shape the future. People can make a fake Twitter account and say anything. And I used to be a bully, and I realized it wasn't cool. I started getting cyberbullied as I got more famous, so on and so forth, and those words hurt me. And so I think someone needs to like stand up to it, and boxing helped me find confidence, find courage, and become a leader. And I think if boxing can be shared with all of these kids, you know, they're not going to be as inclined to take someone else down because they're going to be confident in themselves. So just want to spread the message out there and, you know, get kids to respect each other as much as possible.
Good words. Well, I appreciate the time, Jake. We're one step closer to Sunday night, Showtime pay-per-view, Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Make sure to tune in.
Let's go, baby.